Hi there, in this video I'm going to add some new nodes to FlowCanvas using the preferred types editor and also just show you the other tool panels available in FlowCanvas. So in my project I've added the Oculus integration, which is free on the store, and I've gone to Oculus VR prefabs and added the player controller. And on that player controller I've added some small boxes which are triggers, and the aim is I want to be able to touch a rigid body and get the haptics to buzz on the hand. And there's a script provided by Oculus for OVR haptics, and I want to access this OVR haptics left channel. And I've also created a empty game object which I've named touch haptics, and I've added the FlowScript controller component to it so I can start my visual scripting. So if I right click and search for OVR, that's not very useful. So I want to go to Tools, Paradox Notion, FlowCanvas and Preferred Types Editor, and in here I can add new type, and you can search individually for the certain classes that you want, or you can add whole namespaces. So let's go add Oculus platform. So now if I right click and type OVR, I've got all these Oculus nodes available, variables and lots of stuff, but there is no reference to the haptics because they are contained within this script here, and I need to add this particular script. So I'm going to go back to Tools, Preferred Types Editor. I'm just going to remove all this by Reset Defaults. Now if I grab this script and drop it on, it's just a single reference to the haptics. Okay, so now if I right click and type haptics, I can see there's lots of stuff in there for me, but I want to write OVR and then dot, and that will give me a quick access to the constant left channel, which is the node I was after in the first place. So now I can drag off the value, and I want to go OVR haptics channel, methods and mix, and then I want to drag the other way for the clip, and I want OVR haptics clip, constructors, new clip, audio integer, and then I can just select an audio clip up here with clicking on there. I'll just grab that one, and I can drag that out and make it a constant variable. And then for the flow itself, I'll drag out, and I want a event object and a trigger. Now the trigger is, this script is on the touch haptics empty game object, so it doesn't know what trigger it wants to use. So I could search for it in my scene, or I can just drag and drop the object on, and it's got the left box collider. Nice and easy. So that's for my left hand. So when the trigger goes into a rigid body, it will buzz. So I want to do the right hand as well, since I'm here. So I'll just right click and OVR dot constant right channel, and then I can drag that out again, haptics, methods, mix, and I want to reuse the clip, and I'll need a new event object trigger, and then I'll just drag the right box up there. So I'm just going to tidy up my little graph a bit so that it's easier to read. And I zoomed out on my mouse wheel then and I lost my graph, and you can see in the little finder it's here. So you can either drag around or you can just click on the node you want and it will put it in the center. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to group it up. So I'll drag a window, and then before I release I'll hold down Control and then release, and that creates a new canvas group. Just move these a little bit more inside it. There we go. And then I could just right click on the name, rename, drag over, haptics. Great. So to finish, I'll just quickly go over the other tool panels. And we have a debug console, which is an addition to Unity's console, but specific for FlowCanvas. So let's just drop that, dock it down there. And there is also the element finder. Let's just put that over there. And this will highlight different elements. So if you've got a large graph and you want to find the trigger left box, it will focus it for you. And finally, there is the external inspector panel, which removes it from the graph so you can dock it somewhere else and give yourself a little bit more space. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful, and thanks for watching. Catch you next time.